What if, behind the guilt of a centuries-old palace, the hushed echoes of royalty suddenly mingled with the vibrant pulses of electronic music? What if one of the members of one of Europe's oldest monarchies decided, far from the gaze of protocol, to embrace the turntables rather than the scepter? It is the incredible double life of Prince Joachim of Belgium, nephew of King Philippe, that today intrigues royalty enthusiasts, music lovers, and the curious around the world. Yes, a DJ in the Belgian royal family, a scenario worthy of a film, and yet, very real. For years, the name Joachim of Belgium has resonated gently in aristocratic circles. Born on December 9, 1991, he is the second son of Princess Astrid and Archduke Lorenz of Austria-Este, a descendant of the illustrious House of Habsburg. With such a family tree, one would expect to see the young man follow the established path: banquets, official speeches, diplomatic missions, a discreet and controlled presence, aligned with monarchical traditions. But Joachim, discreet in the media, has chosen a completely different tempo. In the shadows, he has built a singular identity for himself. He is passionate about electronic music. He composes, mixes, and creates sound worlds, and does so with astonishing seriousness. This isn't the whim of an idle prince. It's a true vocation. According to several sources close to the family, Joachim was never comfortable within the confines of the monarchy. A reserved student, not attracted to grand public appearances, he preferred to turn to the arts and freedom of expression. It was in London, during his university studies, that he was reportedly introduced to the world of underground clubs. Very quickly, he fell in love with the hypnotic sounds, the daring transitions, and the almost spiritual power of electronic music over crowds. He then decided to give it a try, in secret. But how can a Belgian prince discreetly become a DJ, in a world where every misstep is scrutinized? The mystery lies in the double life Joachim has led with military rigor. During the day, he attends private events, participates in economic missions on behalf of the kingdom, and travels abroad to represent Belgium. In the evening, he becomes someone else. Under a pseudonym, in carefully chosen locations, often abroad, he sits behind the decks, headphones on, focused, totally absorbed. No one guesses that the man behind the mix is a royal prince. This choice of pseudonym remains a secret, even though several journalists specializing in the electronic music scenes of Berlin, Barcelona, and Antwerp suspect that certain emerging names are linked to the prince. This isn't a ploy to get himself noticed. Quite the opposite, Joachim wants his music to speak for itself, to be judged for its quality, not its nobility. The few close friends who are in on the secret describe him as a perfectionist. Joachim spends entire nights perfecting his sets, studying new trends, and collaborating with alternative producers. He even took technical training to master music production software. Some tracks circulating on SoundCloud under anonymous identities reportedly bear his signature. This blending of worlds, between crown and club, fascinates. It also raises questions. How does the royal family view this double life? Officially, there's total silence. Neither the royal palace, nor Princess Astrid, nor even Joachim have spoken publicly about this unexpected passion. But according to several well-informed Belgian journalists, the family is aware. And, against all odds, they don't disapprove. On the contrary, some believe Joachim embodies a new generation of royals capable of reconciling tradition and modernity. After all, why shouldn't a prince be a DJ? As long as he respects the dignity of the monarchy and its official duties, artistic freedom could be seen as an asset, a bridge between younger generations and an institution often perceived as distant. In a world where royal figures seek to connect with the people, to be perceived as more human, more accessible, Joachim's journey could become a symbol. He is young, talented, reserved yet passionate. He doesn't seek the limelight, but lives his life to the fullest. He is the antithesis of scandal. No compromising photos, no wild parties in the tabloids. Just a sincere love of music, and a desire to live without denying his identity. But this double life is not without its tensions. In 2020, Joachim made headlines when he broke the lockdown rules in Spain to attend a party in Córdoba, causing a media storm. Some cried foul, others saw it as a breach in the fragile balance between personal freedom and royal duty. The prince, forced to publicly apologize, acknowledged his mistake. Since then, he has become even more discreet. Some believe this episode reinforced his desire to remain in the shadows, to pursue his passion without exposing his family to another image crisis. Behind this enigmatic figure also lies a broader reflection. What does it mean to be a prince today? Are we condemned to perpetuate the rigid codes of the monarchy, or can we, like Joachim, reinvent our role? Can we bear a title while thrilling crowds on a dance floor in Berlin or Amsterdam? The question divides opinion. Purists cry foul, modernists applaud the audacity. What is certain is that Joachim is unlike any other member of the Belgian royal family. While his cousins perfectly embody traditional expectations, princely marriages, charitable commitments, official performances, he forges a parallel path, more discreet, freer, but no less committed. There is something profoundly human in his story. A young man born with a destiny all mapped out who chooses not to flee, but to compose a different score. Neither revolutionary nor rebellious, but simply true to himself. And perhaps that is true courage. As Europe's monarchies seek their future in a changing world, and as younger generations of royals struggle to appeal to a disillusioned public, Joachim's choice opens a new window. What if the modernity of the crown resides not in its protocol, but in its ability to embrace the authenticity of its members? In an era where appearances are often deceptive, where glamour trumps depth, Joachim of Belgium chooses a different path. One of silence, discretion, and sincerity. He doesn't give interviews. He doesn't monetize his image. He doesn't sell his sets to luxury brands. He plays for the sake of playing, for pleasure, for emotion, for the public, even anonymous ones. And in this choice, he perhaps becomes more regal than many princes before him. Not by blood, but by example. He shows that nobility can be lived differently. That it can be internal, creative, and vibrant. And that a prince can be a DJ, while never ceasing to be loyal to his country, his family, and himself. As European nights vibrate to the rhythm of deep bass and captivating melodies, one question remains: are you ready to discover what prince might be hiding behind your favorite DJ?